Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your third live hour of the day here at Highlight Crafts. I'm very excited to be taking. I don't know why I'm giving you all that. Pass that over. I'm very excited to be taking you through this hour because not only do we have silicone molds on the show, we have everything to go with them, decorate them, and we have incredible deals, almost like buy one get one free on this show, which I'm very excited to share with you. And we've got one of our latest downloads back as well for you that did actually launch yesterday. So if you didn't get a chance to see that one, this could be the first opportunity to use it, and I'm going to use it alongside some resin. So we're going to do some resin projects and we're going to use the rice papers to go with it. On today's shows we have got the angel molds, which are gorgeous. We have got silicone molds of florals. We've got coaster molds on a bit of a twofer for you. We've got gigantic molds on here. We've got trinket jars, we've got glitters, we've got resins, where you're essentially only paying £5 for one of the packs. We've got mag powders, glues, we've got snow, brand new cadence, only released yesterday. And we've got a whole host of other items to take you through the next hour. So start shopping ahead. Have a little look. If you're on the website, maybe you're going to drop and drag those items into your baskets, and get them built up so you don't miss out on anything. Right, I'm going to quickly share with you how to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts. Just run through it very briefly and quickly for those of you who aren't quite aware of how to do it. Where have you been? But also, this is just a little bit of a reminder. And if you do know how to do it, grab a cup of tea and come back in a few seconds, right? So we're streaming live on Facebook and Instagram. And on those two social platforms, you'll find us, of course, under Highlight Crafts. You'll see us there streaming live on Facebook and Instagram, and there's a comment section underneath the video. Now, in that comment section of the video is where you will type in the codes that we share with you. So, for example, you can see on your screen right now the description of one of our items on the show, and it says Shop Angel, and then, of course, it says the price of $19.99. Now, if you want to get that item or any of those items that are displayed on your screen home to your front door, they'll be on that screen whilst we're talking about them or whilst we're demonstrating them, okay? Now, type the word shop followed by the code that's appropriate to that product. So you always type the word shop, and then it would be angel or it'd be varnish or paint, depending on what the item was. Now, as soon as you type shop angel or shop paint or etc. into the comments, automatically it adds it to your basket. Now, when it adds it to your basket, you will receive a direct message on that platform that you're watching us on. And within that message, there will be a link with your reservation. So all you need to do is click on the link that we've sent you, and then it will redirect you straight on over to the Highlight Crafts website. Click on that link when you've pretty much finished shopping with us on the show or when the show's come to an end, because it'll have all of the items that you shopped ahead for during the show in that basket for you. It's like magic. All you then need to do is follow one simple step, which is super important actually, and that's log into your Highlight Crafts account just before you press checkout. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because if you check out as a guest, not logged in, you're not going to get any of the benefits of being a club member, and being a club member is free. So log into that account or create one. You're going to get discounts on every single purchase that you make whilst being a club member. So all the prices that you see on your screen today and forevermore will of course come down at checkout. Also as well, if you spend £35 and over, once your discounts have been deducted, you're also going to get free postage, which is brilliant. And you're going to build up points along the way. Now, you want to make sure you're always collecting those points, because those points, they build up in the background, and you get to use those off future purchases. So when you're buying your molds, whether it's paints, you're stocking up on paper, even those smaller purchases like tape and trimmers, all that sort of stuff that you kind of have in the background, points are on everything. It's kind of like when you go to the supermarket and you go, ooh, oh, okay, that's worked out free this time. Well, that's what happens. You can use your points against purchases and get money off, which I absolutely love, and you don't have to pay a single penny for being in the club. So join it, sign up, okay, you'll love it. We're also streaming live on the website. You can join us there too. As I said, you can shop ahead there. You'll see all the items that we have out on today's show, and not just today's show, for the rest of the day as well. You'll be able to see all of the items, build up those baskets, get one big parcel sent to you instead of lots of idly piddly ones, and then you can check out and enjoy the shows, and you don't have to miss out on anything. Streaming live on YouTube as well, so feel free to watch us there. Talking to YouTube, there's lots of videos and education on YouTube. Would be well worth heading over there after the shows today and having a little look at what we've got there for you, because a lot of it is supporting what we share on a daily basis here. Good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning, Davina. Good morning. Let's have a little look. Sandra. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, Pauline as well. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Doreen, Lou, Mrs. H999. Lots of you getting involved this morning, so thank you for staying with me. Do a big birthday shout out to Hannah. Hannah in the office. It's Hannah's birthday today. It's kept that secret, so we're wishing her a happy birthday. So if anyone in the comments can wish Hannah a lovely happy birthday, I'm sure she'll be very much appreciative of that one. Right, okay. 21 today, can you believe it? Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off, of course, at the top of the show. And in fact, just while you're having a look at this, I'm going to go and grab mine, okay? Because have a look at these. You're going to get 3 angels in here, and you're also going to get the stand to go with them, okay? Now you can set these in black or white resin cast. As you can see here, these molds are fabulous. You're getting 4 silicone molds in total for under £20. One of our latest mold releases. Now I'm actually going to peel this one here out. You're going to get the 3 angels. You've got your angel, you've got your fairy, and you've got like your cherub here as well. So let's remove this one, okay? Very delicately going to take her, out of the mold. Here we go. All the way around. Oh, it's so satisfying doing this. Never fails to satisfy. And you've got the wonderful resin cast outline, and then you get the base, which when you then demold, these slot inside like this, and your tea light sits in the back, meaning you've then got this wonderful silhouette illuminated, allowing the light to shine through. So they look great on a mantelpiece, on of course a countertop, a table, up against a wall, so the light is shining through the front. And then we're going to be decorating these as well. Now you get 4 silicone molds in total. You're going to get the base, which has that line recess inside here, which forms that little channel, which allows you to just insert those into here like that, okay, and they slide in and out. And of course it's got the perfect base there for a tea light, a universal sized area. Now you're going to get the base, and you're going to get all 3 of the fairy molds, real slimline molds. I'm going to show you how to fill these and the best way to fill them as well. Let's have a look, see who's in the comments. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Hannah as well. And I'm definitely going to get her to have a look at these comments. Wonderful. Ooh, Jackie says, hiya, I have just been pouring resin into the stand for the angel. Ooh, I'm excited to see that one. Is it epoxy resin you've used or resin cast? I'd love to know. I'd also love to see it when it's done. Right, okie dokie, so these 4 molds together under £20, £19.99, one of our latest molds released to you. Well worth popping it into your basket. Some more that we do have down here is our Magnolia. Now our Magnolia mold was incredibly popular. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now this here is a project I made with this mold and a few other bits, but you can see it here and it looks stunning. So you can see it wrapping around this canvas just here. This mold on its own is down to £19.99. Okay, incredibly detailed mold. It is exquisite. I used gilding flake on here and some wax to age it, and I just popped it on one of our oval stretched canvases. You can see here it literally is just a canvas and made it into something quite unique. Now this mold for you, it's an easy release mold. It's incredibly flexible. It's a nice deep one as well, so it's around about 6 to 8 mil in its deepest points. What I did when I actually filled this one with resin cast is I sort of built like a metal structure with wire. So I put wire in between all of the sort of finer areas, meaning that when it was demolded, it had strength and it all stayed together. It didn't break. Because of course some of those branches, they are quite thin, but it looks beautiful. The thinner on those branches, the more professional and more elegant the project looks. Now with these molds, you can use them. They don't just have to be for resin and crafts. They can be for chocolate, icing, all that sort of stuff if you want to use them for those. This one, however, is Shop Magnolia. It was £27.99 at full price, but for the show we've brought it down for you for just under £20, £19.99. You're going to, of course, also get discounts on top of that, being a club member, so remember to log into that account. Now another one here that is absolutely filled with mouldings is your cherry blossom. Again, with this one you have got loads and loads of space to create lots of different style of projects. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think there's 11 inside there. I think I may have counted one less actually. There is 11 different ones inside here. So for 11 molds within one set, it's just £19.99. That's a brilliant price. So if you think about it, you're paying like what, just over £2 per element in there. £19.99 for that one. It is shop cherry to go for it. So again, if you want to get that item in your basket, type the word shop followed by the word cherry. if you're on social media, and it will go into your basket for you. I love this one, and look how you can literally screw them up into a tiny little ball like this, and they just spring back exactly how they were. They are brilliant. They retain their form exquisitely. Really strong and durable as well, incredibly flexible, so super easy to demold. You don't need to use any releaser, anything like that inside these. They are good to go. Right, okay. We've got some hungries in the studio today. Diane as well says special happy birthday wishes to Hannah. Enjoy your day. I'm sure she is doing. Geraldine then says, question, David, will you be getting any more of the holographic molds that you had a couple of weeks ago? They are amazing and get beautiful results with them. It's magical. Would love more Christmas shapes. Well, Geraldine, very good point to mention. There is molds on the way. I've actually seen some yesterday that are up and coming. The holographic ones, I'm not entirely sure about. I will ask the question because they are mind-blowing the way that they work. So I will find that out for you. Christmas, yes. There's more Christmas coming. Let's have a look. Oh, Marina says, sorry I'm late. I've been watching, but no comments available. Marina, don't apologise for being late. You're here now. You don't miss much. Don't worry. When we go through it all again as well at some point. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. But yes, lots and lots of happy birthday messages for Hannah. I'm sure she's going to have a lovely day today. So let's go into some more of our molds. Now, this here is your coaster molds. Now, this is exceptional value for money. You are paying for one and getting one free. Okay. These are, well, they're usually, I think at full price, they originally retailed at about $14.99 when they were first launched. You're paying $14.99 for 2 sets. Now, you might be thinking, well, why do I need 2 sets? Well, inside here, you're going to get the oval, the circle, the square, and the octagon mold. Okay, or is it a hexagon? Hexagon? Yes, hexagon inside there. Hexagon mold. Now, you're going to get 4 molds in each box, which is exceptional value for money. But the reason why you need 2 is that when you're casting one, you want to also have another one on the go, so you're making more at once. Because essentially with this, you can only make 4 at a time. You can do double the amount whilst you're crafting with it. You can do double the crafting, double the amount, and pay half the price. That's amazing. Now these molds, let me go and grab one. Oh, I've got one to demold over here. I'll do it now. We're going to save it till later. But like your square one, when you're pouring white resin cast into it, which we have on the show, you can mix your acrylics into it. So, look at this. When you peel it out, I've got a bit of paint left in the mold, but that's okay. Look at this. How gorgeous is that? It is absolutely wonderful. It's so easy to do, and this is using Cadence hybrid acrylics. You could use inks, micas, all sorts in here. I love to use the acrylics because they work really, really well with the resin. But look at that. It's like green marble, like an emerald quartz inside there. But you're getting 2 sets of these. Now, I don't think we've ever done them on this deal for you before. If I just quickly open this box here, you'll be able to see exactly the scale and size of these. I'm just going to cheekily open this one for you because you need to see it, don't you? Let's have a little look. So in each box you are going to receive your oval mold, okay, which makes a wonderful soap dish, okay, deep recess on here. So that is your oval. You're then also going to get your circle, so you've got your round coaster. You then also have your square, which you just saw there. Wonderful silica molds, really flexible and easy to release. And your hexagon as well. Now you're going to get that times 2. So you're going to get 2 of all of this for $14.99. When these first launched and $14.99 was the price of 4 of them, we were like, wow, that is a deal. You're getting twice of this. 2 of everything. So even your oval one, let's have a little look at some finished samples. I'm going to come over to you. I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to grab some more because I've got quite a few with me. Okay, and these are just absolutely wonderful. These are some projects I've made over the years with these. Now, marbling on the square one. Look at that. That's using the Cadence water marbling, which I loved. Then, of course, you can see it's been aquastone to give it a lovely seal. We've then got the hexagon, which I also used in the Cadence water marbling to give a completely different look and feel. Really happy with the results of that one. The oval I did in white resin cast, marble sprayed one side, and then just painted black, probably a third of it. And really liked, the result of this one. This would look great aquastoned, would look wonderful with some candles on, or a soap dish. Kitchen sink with the little sponge on there, I think would look wonderful. But again, these are things you can't buy when you're out and about because you've made them from scratch. or maybe you're going to introduce some gilding flake into the resin. You can see how this, I laid gilding flake down into the base of the mold and then just poured resin on top. Poured the resin literally on top of it. This would be great as a little jewellery tray, maybe to put earrings in, a necklace of an evening, going to bed, taking your watch off, put this in your, well, in the tray on your bedside table. Isn't it wonderful? Now, they have this wonderful sound because the resin cast dries extremely strong. It's like porcelain, and when you're glazing it with aquastone, it gives you that forever finish of feeling like it's kiln-fired pottery. Now, that there is an incredible deal for you. You have got all those silicone molds. Please do not miss out on them though, because when these are gone, I don't know when or if we'll be getting them back, but we've got a deal on here for you to, of course, get one of the most fundamental shapes you will ever purchase for resin crafting, which is a coaster. Everyone loves a coaster. You have them to put your mug on of an evening, your glass of wine on if you're outside or inside, a dining table set, the lot. $14.99 though is going to get you 8 silicone molds. 8 molds for $14.99, and you're going to get your discount off that as well. Maybe you're even going to use some points. They maybe even going to work out just a couple of quid for you at home. That is an exceptional deal. I'm so glad we've managed to do that for you on the show. Right. We do also have, we do have some more bits and bobs for you. Now, these molds here are ginormous, okay? This here is your set of 3 large rounds. Now, these ones, they create plaques, which you can have hanging outside if you wanted to. But look at this. Sorry, Andrew, did you just show? Oh, okay. 6 of these remaining, okay? I loved these ones. This one here I used mica powders on through a stencil, and look at how the aquastone created that wonderful enamel finish over the surface. This could then go outside on a fence in the garden and hang freely. But they come out like this. So you essentially make this big round plate. Now they work well as a trivet in a kitchen, so you can put a hot pan on them. Something like that would look wonderful. But then if you want to have decorative plaques like this, this is what you need to do. And I use the mica powders that we have on the show to create this effect. I absolutely loved making that. So inside here, you're going to get 3 molds. You're going to get your large round, okay? You're then also going to get your medium and your small. This one would be great for coasters, or all 3 of them together would be great for making a large centerpiece. So all 3 of those together are shop round £16.99, down from £24. £24.99. You're going to get 3 molds in there. Again, great deal on those ones. All silicone, easy to wash, easy to use, food safe, the lot. Okay, maybe you're going to make cookies in them. Maybe you're going to set a cheesecake base. I don't know. But, ooh, yeah, cheesecake. We like the idea of that. It's Hannah's birthday. Maybe we should get some cheesecake in. I know. Oh, might have to do that. So 3 silicone molds there for you. Shop round £16.99. We do also have some more molds here at present whilst we're at this area of the counter. This one is our tall trinket jar. Oh, do you want to go do leaves, Sandro?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it. So we have 2 molds here. These are your bright pink ones. Now, these are shop leaf, £12.99, and you're going to get 2 molds. Look at these though. The detail inside those is immense. If you joined Mel last night for her clay show, her model making show, that clay would look fabulous inside these molds if you managed to get hold of that stuff, because it was a brilliant price. Now, you've got all of the veining of the leaves in there, and then your second one has like your maple leaf inside it. Now, these are going to be great in the coming months of autumn. Maybe you're going to use them on your canvases, that sort of thing. These are going to be fabulous. Now, you can just use roll-out icing into these. You know, just buy roll-out icing, really cheap and cheerful stuff, and put it into here, and then you've got your own cake decorating accents. Or maybe you're going to dust them with your edible micas or food colorants, and you're going to put them on top of cupcakes. They're already shop bought. You might not even want to do the baking. You might just want to do the decorating. Well, you're going to get 2 silicone molds here. Great size, wonderful detail. You can pour resin cast into them. I do have to let you know though that there is only 5 of this bundle remaining in stock, so it is limited. We do not have a great deal left. You have, I would say unfortunately, but it's not, because I'm really happy for you. I've been shopping ahead throughout the night for today's show, and you've got them already, but there is only 5 left, so it could be the last time we do have them out on our show for you. Very busy for those ones. So shop leaf, $12.99. Right, we have got the trinket jar. This is the tall trinket. You're not going to drink it. Well, so with this here for you is your trinket jar. Now, you pour it in from the top here, and it fits all the way down inside this recess, and it also has a lid. Now, it makes a wonderful, absolutely wonderful, wonderful little pen pop. Also, trinket jar to keep jewellery, embellishments, cotton wool buds, maybe at the side of a dressing table. Also, a nice little pencil pot, something to have out on your desk, a little money pot for the kids. It is brilliant. You can do loads of different effects in here, from marbling, rice paper it, use it with epoxies, that sort of stuff. But it's giftable. And you can make and sell with them as well, which is the difference to me. The fact that these are not just a decorative item, they're a functional item. And for a mould of this size, two separate mouldings that work together, it should be £18. It should be £17.99. It's down to £12.99 for you today. We have got some great prices on today's show. They have been brought right down, like dramatically. So this would be a great one to go for. I would also suggest that if you've gone for your moulds, like your coasters, that when you've made your trinket jars, you can then put the trinket jars on here, so you'll actually be able to fit two trinket jars side by side on top of there. How nice would that look if you're going to have both of them? Maybe you're going to put a little plant in each one. It could have a little bit of basil or something that you're going to have on a kitchen worktop. We always buy little fresh plants, and I'll come back to it next day, and Luke's tore it all apart for cooking, which I know you do. But I'm like, oh, great. But then it takes a couple of days for it to come back. But they look nice temporarily, or a bit of mint in there, who knows. But I just think these would be gorgeous. Or maybe you're going to have it out on your dining table. One's got salt and pepper in it, and you're going to have a very delicate little teaspoon in there. Who knows? You've got those to go for, though, and they fit on the actual oval mould. So, shop tall for that one, £12.99. Right, mediums, okay, to go inside these moulds. We have for you the very stuff. Now, this is a twin pack for you. There is not going to be a great deal of this left, okay? It has been absolutely flying recently. It's a twin pack of the Resin Cast. You're going to get two 800-gram bags. I know, right? So you're getting 1.6 kilos of resin. This here is pigmented black already, so you don't have to add pigment to it, which means, of course, it's a solidifying bold colour. Now, these usually retail and at full price are £29.99. If you were to go through and have a little browse on the website, you'll find it on its own. You can see it there on the screen. £29.99 is what you would pay for one bag, okay? But that's not the offer of today's show. This is the offer. You're going to get two and pay only £5 extra for one, which is unbelievable, okay? Unbelievable price for that one. So these have come down dramatically for you. The bundle of this was flying the other day, so much so there isn't a great deal of it left, but we wanted to bring it back for this show because, of course, we've got the moulds on. All you do is add water. That is it. It's not like a plaster of Paris, it's much stronger. You can see, of course, by the directions on the packaging as well. The first indication is that it is extremely strong. It is. It's designed to be tougher. It actually has a polymer that runs through this, which, of course, isn't airborne. It's within the actual plaster itself, so it's within the compound, but it has that polymer introduced to it to add that strength and durability. So if you are making coasters, they're not going to crack when you put them down onto the table. It's not the sort of stuff that you would make ceiling roses or coving out of. It is much, much stronger. It's a slightly heavier weight as well. But this is shop twin for you. It's £34.99. You're going to get a twin pack of the black Resin Cast. I love this stuff. When I started working with it, I was just mesmerised. We started with the white. We went on to the black one. And yeah, it's absolutely fabulous. All you need to do is follow the simple ratio and formula on the back of the packaging, which you can multiply, duplicate, or whatever you want to do. But the simple ratio is 100 grams of Resin Cast powder for the black one, and you then put 25 grams of water in there. Now, we do have the white Resin Cast on the show, slightly different measurements, still 100 grams Resin Cast, but it doesn't have the pigment in it. So this one you only had 35 grams of water, okay, so slightly different amount of water. This one is shop white. It is £29.99, but it's your white Resin Cast powder. Now, there isn't a lot of this left. Once it's gone, I believe it is gone, and I don't know if we will be getting this back. That's a genuine point to make because it's been so busy, but I don't know if we can still get hold of it. We would, of course, endeavour to do so, but it has been incredibly busy, and all of the items from Creative do take a very long time to come in, so it probably would be after Christmas that we would get any of this back again. So if you want to get your craft in and get your projects underway, now would be an ideal time to stock up on the stuff. Okay. Again, reminder of that twin pack. It's really busy in today's show already. Shop twin, it's $34.99. You're only paying £5 for an extra bag, so it's usually $29.99. Now today it's $34.99, but we're sending you 2, not 1, and you're going to get your discount off that as well. So remember, that price that you see on your screen is not the price that you will be paying if you are a Highlight Crafts Club member, okay? Right, let's have a look. So, oh, okay, Andrew's got a little bit of a quiz going. Can you remember the 4 shapes? Oh, I'm going to turn these around. Can you remember the 4 shapes in the coaster molds? Get all 4 correct to win points.
One person will win.
One person will win. Yeah, I'm going to say, everybody gets a car. No, no one's getting a Mercedes. So it's just one person will win the points. Okay, I feel like I went really close then. Look into the eyes. But yeah, so what shapes were there in the molds? Okay.
They all have to be separate comments.
So separate comments. So you're going to have to put your oblong and your dodecahedron and your pentagon all in separate comments. Okay. But yeah, each shape goes in a separate comment. Okay. I think they were shapes. Right. Okay. So Cadence cut and use foam pad, brilliant stuff. We use it all the time. You see me talk about this day after day here at Highlight Crafts. It's a fundamental, it's a staple here on the show, and of course within our holdings here at Highlight Crafts. We love the stuff. Cadence absolutely celebrate this. It's like their baby. It is only though $5.99 for one of probably the strongest and most versatile mediums to leave Turkey. It really is. It's the cut and use foam pad. You quite literally cut it to size to apply paints, inks, blending solutions, oil paints, adhesives, all that sort of stuff, and it's washable. So it's not a consumable in the sense that you use it and throw it away. It's a consumable in that you cut into it to use it to the size of sponge that you want it to be. So if you've got big hands, bigger sponge, small hands, smaller sponge, you tailor it to yourself. Shop sponge $5.99. I have got hundreds of squares of it. I must have gone through probably about 30 panels of that since I started working with Cadence, because some of them I do let dry. That's just me, and I have had to dispose of them. But if you ever let this side go dry with solid paint on it, don't bin it, because the other side, that's the high density foam, put your heat tool on it and make a stamp out of it. Okay, so there's always a way to save it. I know, it's all in the technique with that one. But that's shop sponge $5.99. So we do have the gesso for you. So if you'd gone for the black resin cast because you thought, what a crazy deal, and I'm completely there with you, but you wanted to paint part of it white, or of course you want to base coat them. So for example, okay, I'm going to grab this one over here. So this here is a square, one of the shapes, and I did a marble project, and I marbled it with green paint, and I loved it. But then I wanted to do something different with it. I got bored. I get bored really quickly, and I always want to change my mind. So I gessoed it white. Okay, I used my white gesso on it to make it look like it was white plaster again. It's covered it really well, hasn't it? It just took 2 coats for this one, and I did it really thinly and finely with a brush, so it meant I had no brush marks, literally at all. It looks like it's been sprayed. It came out really nice. That's with Cadence gesso, and that's what it does for you, and it leaves a matte finish. So it's still, if I put this down, it still sounds like plaster. Sounds really nice. So the gesso for you, you're going to get the black and white together. It's a 150ml tub in each one, so 300ml in total. It's shop gesso. It's only $11.99. It's going to last you an awfully long time as well. Not only is it great for base coating, you can stencil with it, mix any other paint with the white and make a wonderful pastel paste. And the black one, you know how good this stuff is. It is fab. But definitely, even if you want to do a wonderful canvas like this and gesso it black to make your mould stand out, that's the stuff to use. Right? Okie dokie. Andrew's pointing.
Morning.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I was trying to beat a screen. We'll do the paints next.
I was like, oh. What? I was like, spider. So, monochrome bundle for you. Alternatively to the gesso, completely different stuff. I specifically asked for this to be popped onto the show, though. Sorry about, oh gosh, snow avalanche of the snowfall there. I asked for this to be popped on the show for one very simple reason. And it being, you don't want to mix your gessos with Resin Cast because it's a thick medium. It won't mix properly inside the Resin Cast. This stuff will. It also doesn't compromise, and this is the beauty of the creative product, is we worked very closely with them to ensure that the products that we also share with you from Cadence will work with those. Now this acrylic, the black and the white, is a staple. It's a monochrome bundle, but you can mix it with the Resin Cast and it will marble. It will create a stunning effect. And when we go over to demo, I'm going to show you it because it is honestly fabulous. You can swirl it together, make a completely different finish every single time. It's fully waterproof. It's a hybrid paint. These two bottles, not these very two because these are the ones that are going to be sent to you, but my two bottles, they never leave my desk. I've got all my paints behind me, but these ones are always on my desk because I use them every day. They are my hybrid paints. They are your hybrid paints. They are the ones that, of course, are going to last you and go onto every surface you wish to paint and be waterproof, machine washable, dishwasher safe. You know the drill. They do everything. But you're getting a great deal today because for $8.98 you're going to get both of them. Usually, I think they're about $4.99 each. So you've got a great deal there. Shop Mono. Right, what we're going to do is quickly have a look at our frost and our shine and then go over to demo and have a play. We've got for you the brand new releases from Cadence. Now this here is Shop Shine and this is just £10.99. It's one of the, well, out of three, the third one sold out. These two though are just dwindling, hanging in there at the moment in stock. This is Shop Shine, just told you that. $10.99. This is your holographic one. Okay. Now what this is, it's a frosting paste that's built with holographic film. It will go onto card, metal, wood, plaster. It'll go into resin, epoxy, as well as plaster. It will also go onto fabric if you want to go onto fabric. It won't be machine washable, but it will go on there. I can't really think of anything it won't go onto. Basically, what it does is it performs for you like a glimmer of holographic film and frost, making it super, super sparkly. Now, the one thing that with, of course, our cameras here in the studio, some glitters, they kind of throw the camera off and you can't see it so strong. It's a current theme and it's always been the case with all sorts of studios. But when you get this home and you start pasting with it, you're going to be in awe. I know I was, and so was everybody else here. So it's $10.99 for a brand new Cadence medium today. We then also have the Glimmer Frost. Now this one for you, it's an incredibly dense paste that's packed with glitter, mica, but on the surface, this represents the first touches of frost on a winter's morning. When you go out and we've had like a bit of dew of an evening and it freezes, so all the tips of the leaves are encrusted in what looks like diamonds. This is what does that stuff for you. We've never stocked this before at Highlight Crafts, and I can't even begin to tell you how busy it was yesterday for it. And we've learned our lesson and got more of the stuff, okay? Because we were prepared this time. Well, I say that, the flexible paste sold out halfway through sentence number 2. But the Glimmer Frost, we managed to get some more. But it could go. I don't know, today could be the day, but I would suggest today make that be the one you place your order for it. So it is Shop Frost for that one. It is only £10.99. We're going to go over to demo though and have a play because I think it'll be well worth the opportunity to see some of this in action. We've got a fabulous counter on display. Do bear in mind we've got micas and glitters on the show for you as well. Great additions to your basket. Maybe something that's just going to tip it over that £35 mark so you can indulge in the free postage. But you can also as well use all of these inside your resin creations. Thank you so much for joining me. Look inside here at all of these I've been doing. Oh my goodness. I've done so many. This is with your Magnolia. And I got a bit addicted. You can see I got a bit addicted to pouring and casting and building loads of these. I got some wonderful help from the lovely June as well. She's been crafting with these. She loved it. But yeah, I got a bit obsessed. Right, okay, so I'm going to show you the simple process of Resin Cast. Now, I've got the angels here with me as well, ready to demold. But if you haven't seen it already before, it's so easy. I'm so sorry, Laura, I left a trolley right around that side of the studio. Right, okay, so you want a weighing scale to be able to use these. You don't need anything expensive. I think this was like £5 or something from the supermarket. Really simple, basic weighing scale, one that works. Bear with me. There we go. Right, make sure it's on a level surface. That's what it was telling me. Use a disposable cup. You could use anything, an old yogurt pot, anything that's going to go in the recycling. Use it for mixing these. Now, what we're going to do is your simple basic ratio of resin cast mixing. Now we can use the black or the white for this one, but what I am going to do is show you how you can use both. So what we're going to do first is mix our white, and what I am going to do is I'm going to go back to 0 and put 100 grams in. If I rotate this round, you can slightly see the measurement there going up, and I'm going to try and do it so that we can both see at the same time. So we're going to put 100 grams of resin, just tap in the bag as I'm doing it, pouring it out. There we go. 89. Oh, 102. It's fine. So with this one, you've got about a 10% wiggle room, okay? Which means you don't have to be super strict with your measurements. That's one reason why I also love the stuff. I'm then going to go back to 0, and we're going to put 35 grams of water in this one. So that is, I don't know why I keep doing that. 35. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Right, and then we're going to give it a good mix, okay? You just want to use cool water for this one. I'm just using a palette knife to stir it. You could use a lolly stick, something disposable, but I found I was binning loads of stuff all the time, so I just thought I'll use my palette knives and just wipe them down. Just make sure you're not pouring any of this stuff down the sink, because it does set underwater, okay? It's that good. It will set underwater. If you then poured this into a bowl of water, it will sink to the bottom and set. I know, don't ask me how. It's fabulous. It's like when they build bridges and they set the concrete foundations underwater. It's like amazing stuff. Because it's a reaction that happens, it's not an evaporation process. So what I'm going to do is thoroughly mix that one, and it only takes a couple of minutes. If that looks, that's taken about 40 seconds to mix, and it wants to be like double cream. Okay, so we've got that one mixed. We are now going to get our black one. Remember the black, you're getting the twin pack there for you, $34.99, 1.6 kilos of resin, absolute crazy. Right, so I'm going to get another cup. Let's have a look, just change my unit back to grams. There we go, and back to 0. There we are. Oh, okay. Oh, wonderful. So there's a question coming in just whilst before I pour that. I will have a little look now, because if not, I will forget. You know what I'm like, everybody. Right, okay, let's have a little look. Oh, there's quite a few questions, quite a few comments coming through. Thanks, everybody. Susan, good morning to you. Susan says, even though I watch your demos, I was wondering how you order, or do you go to log in and order a line? Oh, right, okay. Please and thank you. Susan, whereabouts are you watching us? Okay, if you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram, and if you want to order any of the items that we have out on the show for you, all that you need to do, if you're on either of those two social media platforms, just type into the comments section, exactly in the same place as you've typed that comment, the word shop followed by the code of the product we're talking about. So if it's, of course, you know, the resin type shop twin into the comments, and what will happen is we'll send you a direct message, so it'll be separate from this video in your inbox where you'd usually message family and friends. You'll see one from us, it'll pop up saying Highlight Crafts has sent you a message. Go into that message and click on the link. Okay, there'll be a link inside that message, and that link will then carry you over to the Highlight Crafts website, and then you'll see your order there on the website itself. Just make sure you are a club member. If you're not, Susan, just sign up. And then you can check out your order and log into your account. It's as easy as that. It's like checking out on any other website, exactly the same process. It's just we take you there, so your basket's filled with all of the items that you knew that you already wanted. If you are on the website, though, you can alternatively go to, of course, where the live stream is at the moment, watch live. You can see the show, and you can also, again, see all of the items down there if you don't do social media, and shop in the very same way by simply adding them to basket. And you'll see in the top right hand corner a little basket icon. Click on that, it'll probably have a little figure of next to it of how many items you've got popped in there. And then you can check out that way as well. I hope that covers that off for you. But yeah, anything else, please just get in touch. I will read the comments and keep coming back to them. Oh, Tracy, good morning to you, Tracy. I've not heard from you for a while, Tracy. I hope you're doing well. If you had the clear resin, could you do the leaves or other molds in white/black resin and then set them in the clear resin with a lot? Yes, you could. Absolutely. You could cast it in black or white and then set them in clear resin if you wanted to. That would look wonderful. Just make sure they are fully set. I would give them at least 48 hours. This stuff, the resin cast, will demold within an hour, but give it about 48 hours just to make sure no moisture content is with inside that resin, because otherwise you'll trap it inside the epoxy. Great one though. Sorry, don't know what I've got feather. Davina says you can also cut some cork to size and put on the bottom of the coaster so you don't have to worry about it scratching the surfaces. Great point, Davina. Marine as well says, is the resin cast heat proof if using in the kitchen? The resin cast itself, when we're talking about heat proof, we wouldn't say extremities of heat. So I wouldn't suggest like putting boiling water in one or something like that. But you can rest a mug on it. It's absolutely fine. It's not going to crack. Thoroughly tested it for processes like that. Just be cautious, of course, if you are using it with heat. I would suggest never to directly put them next to a naked flame or anything like that. It is a resin cast and is a sort of a sub-pottery medium, okay? So just always bear that in mind. Depending on what sort of heat it is you were wanting or thinking about, let me know and I could probably answer that in greater detail for you. But let's have a look. We've got loads of you in the comments. And it's wonderful that you're all getting involved, so thank you for joining me. Let's mix this resin though, shall we? I don't know where this show is going. It's almost 20 to the hour. So we're going to turn this back on. See, there we go. Pour this back in here. And then we're going to start up. Let's start afresh. Pop back up on. Back down to 0 for just keeping an eye on my other one. Keep it stirring. Spinning a few plates. Here we go. So then let's put 100 grams of this one in here. So we're going to go up to, where are we? There we are. Perfect. And then we're going to add 25 grams of water into this one, okay? So slightly less. And it does also say it on the bag, so don't worry when you get it home. If you're thinking, oh my goodness, which one was which? It will say on there for you. I've put way too much in. So all you need to do, if you have put too much water in, there's a little tip for you, okay? I'm glad I've done that actually, because then I can show it you. So that says how much? Does that say 29, Laura? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, our lovely Laura's on camera. So she's made with a pair of eyes. Put some there. Oh, that's a good idea. So I've soaked out a bit of water on this kitchen towel and it will start to go down a little bit. Okay, so just put a bit of kitchen towel in there. It'll absorb the water. Here we go, 27. And it will just bring it down a little bit for you. I'm just going to push it in there to soak a bit out. There we are, 25. So just put a bit of tissue in there and it'll soak it out just like that. Little handy tip there, because they always say, oh, you can't take out, but you can always add more. Well, with this you can. We can cheat the system. So we're going to mix this thoroughly, and it's proper like jet black. Look at that, it's so good. This is Shop Twin as well. It's $34.99. If you've got one in your basket, it might be worth popping 2 bundles in, because of course you get 800 grams in each bag. But believe me, once you start casting with this stuff, it's hard to stop. Now, when you've got the black one as well, you can mix it with the white. You can mix them together. So, if I was to let's grab this circular mold here. We can do a marble swirl, or we can do a directional pour. So you can do both of them at the same time and pour in like this, which is nice, that's fun. But, because I've got this one in here, the white, if I pour a bit of the black into there, like that, okay. And then I'm going to take something like this lolly stick. You can see it in there. I'm just going to gently, not thoroughly mix them together, but swirl it like that. Okay, wonderful. We're then going to pour this into this coaster. Look at that. And now we create our very own marbled effect. So you want to pour it within about 5 minutes of mixing, and then start to let it cool all the way down. Just jump the mould like this with a finger either side, and what will happen is all of the air bubbles are going to come to the surface. It's as simple as that. It's so easy to do, okay? Now the one I've got left over inside here, we can use in our angel moulds. I'm going to show you how to fill one. So let's take trumpet one, okay? And what I'm going to do with her is take this white one out of the mould to start with. Just go around all of the edges first, just gently peeling it back, okay? This is probably one of the finest moulds that we've ever had here at Highlight Crafts, but it's still easy to pour and easy to remove. There we go, look. So she's taken out of there. So I'm going to pop her down to one side. And when it comes to filling them, I'm going to put a tiny bit more water in there because I have left it a little while just to loosen it up a tiny bit. Won't affect the medium curing in. But look how that's set in, doesn't that look cool? And if you want to know what that's going to look like, it will be super marbled. But if you want to do the technique where I said, oh, you can pour together like that, look at this one that I did last night. So you can see it already. Take this one out, go around, peel around the edges just to prise it out. Look at that. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? I absolutely love that, and it looks like polished marble on the surface. It's already shiny before you've glazed it. I love this stuff. So that's that one there. And then what I'm going to do is show you how to start to add this resin into a detailed mold. So I'm using a pipette here. I'm just squeezing and feeding it up. So now I've got, look, some of the resin cast inside the pipette there. It's just inside. And then start to then squeeze it inside the mold. Okay, so you're filling it just like this. Okay. Go all the way around the areas and start to fill those detailed spots. Okay, so just going to draw a little bit more of it up. There we go. Around here, and it's that fine. You can use it in a syringe, a pipette. You can pour it from a really fine spouted jug as well if you wanted to. You could, now I've got those areas filled, then get this cup, I'm going to pinch it so it creates a little spout, and just really slowly start to pour into here like this. Like that. Take this away and then use the pipette now to push it into all those areas. There we go, just like that. It's so easy to do, honestly. The kids can do this as well. If you wanted to buy this as a project for them to do, make some Christmas hanging baubles, or of course their own little projects to take home to show mum and dad, this would be wonderful. And again, with a mould, you only ever buy it once. Now the feet, I am going to have to fill those with the pipette, I think, because it is a little bit finer. So I've just filled up the pipette to then squeeze into here, like that. And then push the rest of it around. Look how it just comes to life so quickly and easily. They're honestly some of the nicest moulds because they're so flat on the front. It's all about the beauty of that part. Now, push this around like that and then leave it. That there will probably be able to demold in about an hour to an hour and a half. And then ones that I've already done, so like this one here is our square mould that we talked about earlier. Set anything like your palette knives in water though if you've not got a tap next to you. It'll just allow it to rinse off and give them a wipe down, okay? This one here, I'm just going to clear up that little bit of resin next to me because I know for a fact what I'm going to do. Put my hand in it. So, we've got that wonderful download on the show, don't we? Now, I printed off one of the rice papers from that download, and what I'm going to do is find the section I want to use, which is about there. Just going to mark that with my fingers. Inside here in the actual recess. Now there's a few things we could do with this project. We could fill it with epoxy after we put rice paper in, which would look so good, but I'm going to aquastone it with some glitter. So I'm going to grab some scissors now and just cut the score lines that I created with my finger. So following that edge, going all the way around. I don't know if any of you saw last night, but me and Amanda, oh, look what I've done. Chucked my rice paper in my resin. Let's cut that there before I... She can't take me anywhere. Talking of taking me anywhere, me and Amanda last night, we drove to Nottingham and we went to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Jason Donovan was playing Frankenfurter, and oh my goodness, it was incredible. I have never seen sights like it though. It was hilarious. It was so fun. It was such a celebration. I was sat next to this lovely married couple and they were having so much fun, and bless, they came to sit next to us and he walked in, taller than me, because I thought I was going to stick out like a sore thumb for being tall, taller than me. I think he was like a big rugby player. He had a little red corset on, big black wig, a black thong and fishnets, and red stilettos. And I and it just, he's like, "You all right, mate?" And it was just the most amazing experience. It was hilarious. Bless, Amanda had such a fun time. If any of you have ever been to it, let me know what you thought, because I want to do it again. It was the most hilarious thing ever. It was so funny. I'm still not quite over it, to be honest. But yeah, we did that last night after we left here. We had so much fun. courtesy as well of the lovely June and Karen that come here to highlight crafts. So thank you so much, ladies. We had such a good night. But if anyone else has been, let me know. Or if you've seen the film and you know what I'm talking about, you'll definitely know what I mean. Oh, Miss HNI says, so jealous of you both. My most favourite film musical ever. I know, it's so good. Right, okay, so I'm going to pop some adhesive. I'm using the Magic Bond and Seal just onto the back of this rice paper. I've not checked that it definitely fits, but we're going to go with it, okay? I'm sure it will do. I'm talking about corsets and stilettos whilst I was cutting it. There we are. So I'm going to pop it down inside the coaster. Oh, look at that. Oh my word, I love this. Okay, just sit that in here. Just glazing it down now with the brush. And then you can make your very own rice papered coasters. Now, what I'm going to suggest to do is we have a resin, an epoxy show coming up. I'm going to leave this like that because in that show, I will then show you how you can fillet the recess of it with epoxy resin. So it's got an enamel coating over the top, and we can even put an inlay of glitter inside there as well, which I think will just look absolutely stunning. Now, when you've got your resin cast and it's the deep dark colour like this, of course you've used the black, you can use other mediums to mix into it. So if you were to get the angel here, you can see I've got one of our lovely angels. We've got some mica powders out on the show. Now this black resin cast is going to perform some excellent tips and techniques for you, because what you can do is mix the micas with aquastone and create tints for them. So that, for example, this wonderful sort of minty colour here, I'm going to open some, and you can see on your screen Shop Noble for $24.99 is going to get you the colours. I'm going to pop some of this out. I'm also going to grab some of our Aquastone varnish, which again we do also have on the show for you. If you've never tried it before, this is a great one to go for. It's your 120ml bottle. You get absolutely tons in here. It goes such a long way. I'm going to take the cap off though, just to pour a little bit out. There we go. Pop some there. I'll show you what this does, because honestly, I love this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Aquastone varnish with a fan brush, and then into our mica powder, back and forth like this. And we're going on to black resin cast here, remember? Oh my word, look at that. It's electric, okay? So you can then paint all of your darker resin cast projects with the mica and Aquastone together as a glaze. So let's do like a gentle wash over this one with this particular colour that we've got going on. There we go. And the glaze acts as a carrier for the mica, and it also of course seals it in and makes it a glossed finish. So your mica won't dust off, it's going to be permanent on the surface. It also makes it a waterproof object at the same time. So if it wasn't a Christmas ornament but it was something for outside, it's then fully sealed, and it's not of course absorbent. Let's just seal this area here in as well. So I'm going to go back and forth with it to get a wonderful sort of burnished metallic tonal finish on here. And I can see glimmers of silver running through this, a little bit of purple. It looks stunning. Now you can mix your micas together too. You don't just have to use one colour for this. But that Aquastone for you is what's going to do the job, okay? It's going to be your best friend in this project. But look at that. And we've gone from the deep dark black resin cast to that. I mean, wow, that is just unbelievable. And that's using those wonderful angel molds as well, which just looks absolutely incredible. Right, have you all been typing your shapes into the comments? Have you been getting them all in? The shapes I'm talking about, just to let you know, I've been really busy for those coasters, which we just demoed with as well. You're actually getting buy one, get one free essentially here today, because when these were first launched, they were $14.99. It's shop shape for them. You're going to get a circle, a square, a hexagon, and an oval in here. The shapes! It's out of the... I've let that bag out of the cart. And then, so this here is, you're going to get 8 molds in total for $14.99. It's the star of the show, along with that resin. It's absolutely unbelievable value for money. Do not forget about them. Also, as well, selling out for you on the round molds. These have gone. Love those. They're fabulous. Congratulations if you managed to get them. They're a great shout. And also, as well, just a gentle reminder for you, that black resin cast. We don't know when or if it's going to be the last time you're going to see this here, but Shop Twin for $34.99 is going to get you a bag of resin cast and a second one for a £5. I mean, What better deal could you ask for? It's unreal. It's a water-based resin, no gloves are required, no surface protection. It cleans up easy with soap and water. You can demold within an hour and you can use it in all of your silicone-friendly molds. It's great stuff and it's non-toxic, so the family can all use it. So get your black Resin Cast twin pack now, shop twin, to go for it. Let's draw a winner, shall we? Right, okay, so you've been putting all of those shapes into the comments.
Gina Bartlett.
Gina Bartlett, congratulations, Gina. How many points?
200.
200 points. Congratulations, Gina. Thank you for getting involved, and thank you to each and every one of you as well for joining us and watching, and for wishing our lovely Hannah a happy birthday. I'm going to keep saying it as well throughout the show. I'm sure she'll probably get fed up with me as well. Don't go anywhere though. We've got a fabulous tote bag shopping hour coming up for you just through that wall in a few moments' time. So stay tuned, grab a cup of tea. We'll see you in just a few moments and enjoy the rest of the day. But remember to check out those baskets.